If you've ever hired a video editor and the whole thing felt like a waste of money, I want to tell you something that might change how you see it. I'm a video editor. I've been on the other side of that exact experience. And most of the time, the thing you think went wrong isn't what actually went wrong. Here's what usually happens. You've been editing your own videos for months, maybe years. You've gotten fast at it. You've got a system, even if you've never written it down. You know the footage because you shot it. You know the pacing you want because it's all in your head. And you've probably been doing the same general type of edit over and over. So you can knock it out in 5 hours. That's real. That's your speed. But that speed is yours because of everything you've built up around this specific content. It's not the baseline for what editing takes. It's the result of a system only you have access to. So you hire someone and they take way longer, and that feels wrong. But what's actually happening is your editor is trying to reverse engineer everything you already know intuitively. Your style, your pacing, where the energy should hit, what kind of cuts feel right for your brand. None of that was in the brief because you didn't know you needed to say it. That's not on you. You've just never had to put it into words before. And here's the thing nobody on the editing side tells you. Those first couple of projects, they're always rough. Always. Doesn't matter how good the editor is. That first draft isn't going to feel like yours because it isn't yours yet. It's someone else's interpretation of what they think you want based on whatever info they had to work with. That's not the finished product. That's the starting point of a conversation. Revisions aren't a sign that something's broken. Revisions on those first few projects are literally how you build a shared language with your editor. You watch the draft, you tell them what feels off, they adjust, and every round of that gets them closer to your voice. By project 3 to 5, most editors have it pretty dialed in, but a lot of people never get there. They see the first draft, it doesn't match what was in their head, and they walk away thinking the editor just didn't get it. They probably could have gotten it. You just didn't get to the part of the process where that happens. The other piece of this that nobody talks about, honestly, is the timeline and cost. There are real, structural reasons why your editor took longer than you did on the same project, and they've got nothing to do with laziness or dishonesty. Things like the experience gap between a mid-level editor and a senior one, the learning curve of working with footage formats they haven't touched before, and just the simple reality that nobody's ever going to edit your content with the same ownership energy you bring to it. Those factors stack on top of each other, and they can genuinely turn a 5-hour project into a 25-hour invoice. I know that sounds insane, but once you see the math, it actually makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to walk through all of it here, but I broke down the exact numbers in a free guide. It shows you the 5 specific factors that inflate editing costs, how they compound, and how to tell the difference between a bad deal and a totally reasonable one. Links in the description. But here's what I really want you to take away from this. If you tried outsourcing and it felt like a disaster, you weren't wrong to try. You were right to try. Delegating editing is one of the highest leverage moves you can make for your content. The experience just wasn't set up for success yet. And the fix isn't finding some magical editor who reads your mind on day 1. That person doesn't exist. The fix is going in with the right expectations. First few projects are going to take longer. You're going to give revision notes. It's going to feel slower before it feels faster. But once that system clicks, and it does click, the time you get back is honestly life-changing. I've watched people go from burning 20 hours a week on editing to spending maybe 2 hours managing the whole process. That's not me exaggerating. That's just what happens when the system actually gets built. The disaster wasn't the outsourcing. The disaster was not having the info you needed to set it up right. And now you do.